Hello, hello! Welcome back to Miss Mandy's Big Black Couch. I'm ready to read you another story. This one is called The Scrambled States of America. Scrambled States of America. I've never read this book either, so I'm excited to read it to you, and we're going to go on a journey together. So cozy up. Here we go. The Scrambled States of America. Hi there. I'm Sam. I'm assuming since you opened this book, you're in the mood to hear a story. Well, you're in luck because I have a story for you. It's a little story about this fine country of ours. I'll bet you thought you heard 'em all, but not many people know this one. Let me tell it. Oh, let me. No, you two, that is part of my job. Now get back in your places. We're about to start the story. Let's give them a couple of seconds to get back in position. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, turn the page. Well, it was just your basic, ordinary day in the good old U.S. of A. States all over the country were waking up, having their first cups of coffee, reading the morning paper, and enjoying the beautiful sunrise. All the states, that is, except for Kansas. He was not feeling happy at all. How do I know this? Because he said, "I'm not feeling happy at all." Oh, poor Kansas. What's wrong? His best friend Nebraska kindly asked him. Nebraska is a very kind state, just so you know. I don't know, moaned Kansas. I just feel bored. All day long we go sit here in the middle of the country and we never go anywhere. We never do anything. We never meet any new states. Said Nebraska. Don't get me wrong, Nebraska. You're the best friend a state could have. But don't you ever want more? Don't you ever want to see who else is out there? Yes, I do, Nebraska said excitedly. And now that you mention it, I'm sick and tired of hearing North Dakota and South Dakota bicker all the time. I have a great idea, exclaimed Kansas. Let's have a party and invite all the other states. You know, one of those get-together deals. Everyone can bring you a favorite dish, and we can have music and dancing. That's a great idea, shouted Nebraska. I wish I'd thought of it myself. So with a little help from their neighbors, Missouri and Iowa, those wacky little Midwestern states planned the biggest party ever. They sent out invitations and blew up balloons. They hired a band to play. What? That's crazy. At last came the big day, and little by little the states arrived at the party. Nebraska and Kansas were on the welcoming committee. Iowa was in charge of coats, and Missouri and Illinois passed out the name tags to each state to wear. Within minutes after their arrival, the states began making friends with each other. They spent hours talking, laughing, dancing, singing. Look, there's Nevada. Home means Nevada. Home means the hills. It was long into the evening when Idaho and Virginia got up on stage. Excuse me, Idaho said politely. Idaho is a very polite state. Sorry to interrupt, but Virginia and I were just talking and we thought it might be fun if she and I switched places, you know, so we could see a new part of the country. Yes, Virginia chimed in. Then we thought maybe all of you might want to try it too. What do you think? A wave of excitement swept through the room. Oh yes, what a grand idea. We should have done this years ago. They could hardly wait. Immediately, the states made their plans to switch places. They said their goodbyes and went directly home to pack. Wow. Uh-oh, where are we going to live now? It took the better part of the morning for the states to move to their new spots, but finally they were settled in. All of the states were much happier now, and they were by their neighbors and a new part of the country. Oh yes, this was a much better arrangement. Does that look better? That's wild. That's not right. We're in the middle. Looks like Nevada and Mississippi are in love. Look, they're holding hands. That's so cute. All right, here we go. But after a couple of days had passed and the excitement had died down, the states began to realize that they weren't as happy as they thought. Florida, who switched spots with Minnesota, was freezing in the frosty northern climate. And Minnesota, who forgot to buy sunscreen, got an awful sunburn. Alabama, New York, and Indiana, all of whom took California's place, were bothered by an annoying rumbling sound that kept them up all night. Arizona, who had traded places with South Carolina, was upset because the ocean waves kept ruining her hairdo. Alaska, who had been wanting a little more interaction with the other states, was irritated by Oklahoma's hand jabbing into his left side and Michigan's thumb tickling his right side. This is wild. What a crazy party, huh? They need to go back home. And worst of all, Kansas, who had switched places with Hawaii because he was sick of being stuck in the middle of nowhere country and now was stuck in the middle of nowhere, feeling lonesome and seasick. He's singing, I'm in the middle of nowhere, feeling lonesome and seasick. My guitar is soggy and I feel so blue. And Hawaii was longing for some peace and quiet, just like the good old days. Well, there was no question in any state's mind about what to do. Everyone wanted to go home, so even faster, they made their first trip, packed up their things, and hit the road. This is cute. He's saying, yes, my name is Illinois, and I need an airline ticket to, well, Illinois. No, the S is silent. My family's from Illinois, so that's pretty funny. As the sun set across the country, all of the states from A to W were back in their very own homes. The states were so happy to see their old friends again, they spent the entire evening sharing their new experiences with each other, the good and the bad. That night, all the states in the country went to bed feeling happy about the new friends they'd made, but most of all, feeling very thankful to be home. And these are all the states. You know what I really like about that story, kids, is that right now is kind of crazy, and we're not at dance class, and it seems scary, but it shouldn't be scary because you're home, you know? The dance studio is our home as well, but just know that we're all still here, and we're home, and we're safe, and you are safe at home. So let this book be a reminder that your home is super safe and sweet. And I love you, and I'll see you soon.